off and playing second base.
And welcome in here to JumboCast Huskins Field baseball here between the Jumbos of Tufts and Colby Mules. And as we're all set to start here, in the batter's box, we have right fielder number 36 for Colby, that is Phillips. And as we are finishing up warming up pitches here, we'll go through the Colby Mules starting lineup. So in right field, Phillips will be batting first, number 36. Then the followed by shortstop Russell, number 4. And then after that, center fielder number 2, Trevoloni. And then cleanup hitter DH number 34, William Westman. And then followed by first baseman number 16, Keenan Iliano. And that would be followed by second baseman number 6, Jackson Ward. And then batting 7th, third baseman number 20, Matt Mitchell. Batting 8th, catcher number 9, George Schmidt. And wrapping it all up for the Mules, left fielder number 3, Ben Coleman. On the mound today for the Jumbos, R.J. Hall, 3-2 record, 35 innings pitched, and a 2.57 ERA. Look for him to strike out a lot of batters, 12 to 30 base on balls to strikeout ratio. So doing well there, minimizing pitches, see if he can last pretty long for the Jumbos. In a little bit, we will be joined by a second member of our crew for color analysts and whatnot. As we're waiting here for the start of the first pitch, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and beautiful day for baseball here at Huskins Field. And the lefty Phillips is stepping in. Phillips on the year batting .365. First pitch from Hall, a little high and outside. 1-0 count. That ball's hit. Center field. And the catch will be made in center field, and that was number 34 for the Jumbos, Justin Mills with the catch there. And now for the Mules, number 4 shortstop Russell will step in, also a lefty. One out here in the top of the first. First pitch fouled back behind the fence. 0-1 count. A little outside, 1-1. And that is skied out to left field. No worries there for left fielder, number 4, Casey Santos Ocampo. And they're 2 gone in the top of the first here. Easy work for R.J. Hall. Looking to go 3 up, 3 down here with number 2 coming up to the plate. The center fielder for the Mules, Matt Ciavoloni, the senior from Ashland, Massachusetts. Ooh. And a nice breaker there by R.J. Hall. Had Ciavoloni kind of in fits. 0-1 count. Another breaker. Check the swing. 1-1 count. That one is lined, but right to Tufts shortstop. That's number 1, Will Shackelford. And a 1-2-3 inning here for R.J. Hall. You love to see it. And the Jumbos will flip the card and come up in the bottom of the first. As number 15 takes the mound for Colby, that's the starting pitcher, Brooks Parker. He's a righty, 1-3 on the season with 15 innings pitched, and an 8-11 ball to strikeout ratio and a 6.60 ERA. So certainly Tufts will look to try to get ahead here and start the scoring. See if they can take advantage of a few walks. You know, he's starting to pitch about a half a walk every inning. So hopefully Tufts can take advantage of that, get a few base runners on, and hit them over. We are now joined by our color analyst, Trevor. And Trevor, what are you thinking that the Jumbos kind of need to do to take advantage of this pitcher?
Well, I mean, obviously, according to the stats, he's not the greatest of pitchers. Has a bit of control issues there. So Jumbos are probably going to want to strike first, get some runs on him, lower his confidence so before he gets too deep into this game. Because Jumbos have a great matchup here against Colby, 5-15 on the year. So they need to show that they can jump all over this pitching staff of the Camels.
Absolutely. So as we flip the lineup over, batting first for the Jumbos is going to be second baseman, number 12, Elias Veranos. And then batting second, third baseman, number 24, Tommy O'Hara. And cleaning up today for the Jumbos, number 32, first baseman Nick Falskin. And as number 12, Elias steps in here, we'll get underway and see what he can do and see if he can take a few first pitch balls to see if we can get a few base runners here. As he steps in here. Good eye here by Elias. 1-0 count, and see if they can get Parker a little flustered here.
Yeah, Elias with a .509 on base percentage. Likes to get on base a lot of walks. So he's a guy with a good eye, and you saw in that first pitch, even anything close, he's not willing to bite.
And takes another pitch there, 1-1. Good eye by Elias again. And that third baseman for Colby, that's number 20, Matt Mitchell, is playing right on the fringe of the grass, maybe anticipating a bunt by Elias. We'll see if he can kind of loft it over him and get it into the corner for a double here. Another good eye by Elias as we see first inning troubles here for
every single time. He's trying to pitch him down and away there off the left side of the plate, but he hit it once. He was close, but he's just kind of been off ever since. But there, he finds his mark.
And that was a beautiful pitch, painting the back of the plate. A little interesting call, but it was right there. You know, good take by Elias for not going after that one. Parker getting ready for the payoff pitch here.
We'll see if he goes to the same spot again.
And Elias swung and missed through a apparent slider, I think. 1 out for the Jumbos.
Yeah, you see, he did not want to vary that approach at all. Wonder if Parker knows something on him, or that's just really how he looked at the hitter and wanted to approach him. But basically 5 straight fastballs off the plate, so clearly he knows what he's trying to do. Let's see if he can execute on this batter.
And the third baseman, number 24 for the Jumbos, Tommy O'Hara, steps in.
Yeah, by far and away, their best hitter this season. Out of 28 hits, he has 6 doubles. So this man can slug. Also has a homer on the year.
A little check swing, got someone in the leg over there behind the fence.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
okay.
0-2 count. Almost got a dog, too, with it.
Yeah, we don't like to see that. Dogs are precious creatures on this earth.
Little 2 pitch. See if we can make Parker work a little bit here. Good eye. Looks like Parker went with a breaking ball there. Good layoff.
Yeah, he's been showing mostly fastballs and a little bit off speed with that slider you mentioned there. Trying to go for the curveball. It's always a decent idea on 0-2.
That's still outside. And he's having a hard time, even on these strikeout pitches, of really getting it over, like, even swingable range. You know, they're not breaking over the plate. They're breaking, you know, over the right-hander's batter's box. So we'll see if he can get something a little closer and see if he can have O'Hara swing. And he does, but O'Hara fouls it back.
Yeah, O'Hara with a very fast swing, so Parker knows that he's got a reason he's trying to pitch him all over the place, make sure that his timing is a little disrupted on these swings, because he can really make contact if he wants to.
Absolutely. 2-2 pitch coming up here. Another foul ball. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Yeah, there's not much of a pattern here to Parker's attacking of the strike zone. Curveball up, fastball's up, sliders up, fastball's down and away. He's going all over.
Yep. Good eye there. 3-2 count. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. So already after this pitch, Parker would have thrown 14 pitches already in this inning.
Yeah, they always call 13 pitches a solid amount of pitches you need to get through an inning. So it looks like Parker's going to exceed that with 1 out here.
Ooh, and a comebacker right to the pitcher onto first base for the easy ground out. That's out number 2 for the Jumbos.
Excellent reactions there by Parker. You'll notice he, as the ball's hit, he's watching the ball all the way and he's not shying away from the speeding bullet coming right at him.
Well,
And
I
a great
think
dig, great reactions, able to keep himself stabilized and throw perfectly to first.
I think too that was a little just protecting himself there, threw out the glove so he didn't get hit. But that was a comebacker.
Yeah.
As number 16, Michelle steps in, the lefty, takes a first pitch ball. Good pitch there. 1-1 count to the lefty.
Yeah, Michelle, by far and away the highest batting average on the team at 409. Doesn't walk a lot, though. His OBP is only 14 points off.
And that one's out into the air. Left field had a little shift on, and no problem out there. So a 1-2-3 inning as well for both starters. And we turn over innings and head into the top of the second. A little pitching duel maybe brewing here. Both 3 up, 3 down. So we'll see if Colby can get a little offense starting, or if the pitching R.J. Hall will continue his success.
Yeah, did you see R.J. Hall, actually in the latest NESCAC press release, was named Pitcher of the Week.
Mm-hmm.
So, had a great outing against Bowdoin.
Hopefully we don't go ahead and, jinx him, if you will. But I think he's looking pretty sharp out there, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, this Tufts team is coming off a series win against Bowdoin. Beat him pretty badly in the first game, 10-0. Lost 4-3, and then came back to win the series 4-2. So Tufts getting a little hot. You're seeing a good combination of both great pitching and timely hitting from the Jumbos, only allowing 5 runs over the entirety of 3 games. Very impressive stuff.
Absolutely. And we'll see if that great pitching can keep up against number 34, the DH William Westman, as he steps into the batter's box. The righty out of Dallas, Texas. Usually plays third base, filling the DH role today. Fouled back to the fence, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Westman. There's a ball in the dirt. 1-1.
Yeah, you're seeing the velocity difference here between R.J. Hall and Blake Parker. Clearly a fastball with a lot of zip on it.
And the 1-1 pitch here. Ooh, had him way out on the front foot. Swung way early at that one. 1-2 here. And see if he does come back with the fastball or the slider. Just threw a beautiful off-speed pitch. See if he can change it up here and maybe blow one by him. Goes with all speed again, 2-2 count.
Yeah, Westman wasn't fooled by that. The velocity clearly of the fastball surprised Mr. Westman there, and that's what made the slider so successful.
And that's popped straight up into foul territory. Long run. And there to make the catch for the Jumbos is Tommy O'Hara. He had a long way to go. Someone in the process loses their cap. Nonetheless, it's the first out of the top of the second.
Yeah, excellent concentration to be able to track that ball. It's actually pretty sunny in the path of the eye path of the ball there, so even more impressive stuff from Tommy O'Hara.
And with 1 out, R.J. Hall throws another off-speed pitch for a strike, this time to first baseman, number 16, Keaton Iuliano. Oh, 1 pitch. And the junior lines one into the gap between right and center. And it's a 2-bagger there for the junior.
Yeah, only his second extra base hit of the year. So guy hasn't really hit all that hard, only a 377 slugging percentage, but clearly great contact skills there.
And you heard Skipper there yelling, with the wind blowing out to right field, why they weren't playing this, shifting a little bit, visibly upset. Let's see what RJ Hall can do here, and throws a beautiful breaking ball for strike 1. RJ Hall. That's popped straight up. I think there will be enough real estate. There sure will. That was in fair territory. That's 2 outs. RJ Hall needs one more out here to see if he can escape with runners in scoring position. And it'll be up to Matt Mitchell to see if he can bat the runner at second in.
Yeah, Matt Mitchell, he has a 246 average, 266 OBP, 326 slugging percentage. So not a guy you would think that bops hard, but out of his 15 hits on the season, 5 of them have gone for 2 bags. So
he's a little quick. He seems like a quickie. There's an 0-1 pitch to him. RJ Hall's getting set. And another pitch there had him kind of fooled, and that's something RJ Hall, with the exception of the 1 hit over into right center, is really just has them off stride. He comes with the fastball and then throws the breaking all-speed pitches and has them out on the front foot. And they look, the Mules look really uncomfortable here. Take all time.
Yeah, RJ Hall also not concerned with the runner Yulia over there at second base. Had a pretty sizable lead. Looks back, but doesn't really seem that concerned he's going to steal third. Focusing only on the batter here.
And there's no point in stealing third, obviously. With 2 outs, it doesn't do you much unless there's a pass ball. Not worth the chance. So, RJ Hall keep him in check by looking over, but just got to focus on the batter here. Another ball here. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Big pitch here for RJ Hall. See if he can get out this inning. The 2-2 time called.
Very late time.
Yeah, it was awarded though, so RJ Hall will have to start over here.
He's almost halfway through getting his arm. Could have been dangerous.
Two-two pitch is lined into center field, and coming on with the spectacular catch there, retires the side. That would be a line out. So 1 hit for the Mules turns no runs. They leave a runner stranded at second. And up for the Jumbos this time around will be leadoff hitter batting fourth, first baseman number 32, Nick Falkson, followed by right fielder number 7, Nachmanoff. And then third up, left fielder number 4, Casey Santos Ocampo. We'll see here if Parker can continue his stellar work in the first inning. So 4, 5, 6 up here for the Jumbos.
Winds begin to pick up too.
Absolutely. And the sun keeps kind of changing. I wonder if it's going to affect, the plate with shadows. Doesn't look too bad so far, but as we continue into this game, when it gets closer to 4 or 5 o'clock, you do have to wonder if that's going to play an issue. See if the Jumbos can get some base runners here. See if they can cash in on maybe a walk. They did. Although they didn't get any hits, they did make Parker throw a lot of pitches in the first inning. See if they can at least do that again here and make him work.
Yeah, Parker seems like a guy who's not too certain in his velocity, Francis. And you saw that with his plans from before. He was kind of nibbling around the strike zone, not really trying to challenge hitters, more to fool them and get those edge corner strikes. So we'll see if he continues that approach near the middle and bottom of the order.
First pitch bounces up to the plate. 1-0 count. Good start to the inning for the Jumbos. Faulkson, the righty senior out of Dedham, Mass. Set for its second pitch of this at bat, 1-0. Ooh, and another long breaking ball there. But bounce up to the plate again. The 2-0 pitch from Parker. Fastball down the middle, 2-1.
Interesting choice there against Nick Faulkson, someone who can really drive the ball. Senior has 4 long balls on the air, 47 slugging percentage. So we'll see if he tries to punish Parker for going in that area again.
Ready for the 2-1 pitch here. That one's ripped, but it's going to get foul. Not by much. 2-2 count here coming for Faulkson.
Yeah, almost had that timed up correctly. Didn't make that hard of contact, but clearly can hit it over the infielders' heads, which should be a concern.
Absolutely.
For Parker.
And Colby had their third baseman playing up a little bit. Now he's decided to scoot back after that line drive that just bounced just foul. Anyway, Parker will get another chance at it. 2-2 count. Good thing the third baseman did back up, because if not, that would have gotten through. 1 out.
Yeah, Nick Faulkson clearly anticipating the type of pitch, but didn't really get as much of the bat around as he wanted to.
And he was
a little weak of contact for that timing there.
And both of the pitches that he hit, he was pulling it a little bit, trying to hit it down that left field line. But to no avail. And instead, right fielder for the Jumbos, number 7, Nachmanoff, steps in. Takes one high there, 1-0.
Yeah, Nachmanoff driving in 17 runs this year, 15 walks too, so he's a threat to be
and that one's
put on base.
Driven out, shallow center, and it drops a little bloop hit there for the first hit of the day for the Jumbos. 1 aboard with 1 out. And in steps number 4, the left fielder, Casey Santos Ocampo. Stepping into the righty's batter box. The right fielder on first base has a little speed. We'll see what the Jumbos do here. Strike one in here. And the goal here is no matter what, just get the runner over. Don't hit into a double play. Don't strike out. Do something. Hit it, to the left field or deep right field where, as I say that, it takes strike two. But just make sure you advance the runner into scoring position. Put a little pressure here on Parker.
Yeah. Casey, a guy who likes to walk a lot, 368 on base percentage, 10 walks on the year. Maybe trying to take a walk down to first base himself, but 0-2 count. It's looking less and less likely. Gonna probably have to foul off a couple of pitches he'd like to take.
And Malcolm was leading a little bit there, but throw over, he was able to get back. But a little nervous. He had to dive in there. Probably going to stay still here. Sure does. And that's fouled off, the 0-2 pitch, and we'll do another one. Malcolm took off there. Let's take the track back. On contact, he was running. And I wouldn't be surprised here. This is a ball to if this is a ball, if Malcolm wouldn't run on the 1-2 or at least 2-2 count to see if we can force some runners into scoring position. Good eye there.
Yeah, Parker trying to see if Santos Ocampo would chase there with the high fastball. Good eye to lay off that. Sometimes that high heat can be a little tempting.
Absolutely. Fouled off again.
Yeah, as I was saying before, all their foul balls are to their pull sides, not the weak side. So clearly not intimidated by the velocity are these jumbo hitters.
I wouldn't be surprised if Malcolm maybe got a little run happy here, but we'll see. He has his hands on. He's leaning to the left a little bit. He doesn't take off. Runner stays. Pitch in the dirt, and he runs on it, and he makes it in. And that was just a pitch in the dirt, a delayed steal. And Malcolm reaches second base.
Yeah, great way to catch and napping a little bit. Not really their fault. Pitch did go in the dirt. Slow breaking ball there from Parker, trying to get some sort of chase out of Santos Ocampo, but great speed and also the slide really made the difference there.
Malcolm didn't start running, too, until that ball hit the dirt. He wasn't stealing the bag. He just great awareness there, but he needs to be careful of getting picked off here. And the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, nice breaking ball that almost got a part of the plate there. Lucky full count.
Yeah, we were saying Casey Santos Ocampo with 2 strikes has battled back all the way here to pick up 3 balls. Trying to get a chase out of him, but Casey didn't fall for it.
He's been having a great defensive swing, fouled a few balls off here and there. He decided not to swing a little too early on that last breaking ball. Let's see if Parker goes back to it. A little mistiming there by the Mules. See if Casey can knock Malcolm in here. And Parker's starting to worry about the runner on second base.
And that is a hit batsman there.
Did that hit him? I don't think that hit him because he couldn't take third if that hit him. So
okay,
must have gone behind him.
Heard a loud doink sound.
Almost in too, like as if Casey was walking to first base, like he got hit, but instead, runners first and third with 1 out.
Yeah, fooled me. Had a grimace on his face there, but who knows? But Jumbos now have runners on the corners, 1 out, and Will Shackelford with a over 900 OPS here, is set to bat for the Bows.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Casey ran at some point in this at bat. That's strike one to the shortstop, Shackelford.
Casey 2 for 5 on the year on stolen bases, caught 3 times. So he has a willingness to run. It just depends on whether he wants to do it right now or just preserve the outs.
And that is skied back behind us. It's an 0-2 count. And this is the type of situation where you don't want to strike him out, throw him out double play, but you also, wouldn't mind having two runners in scoring position. Especially with the catcher coming up. You see if he can knock one through the infield. Hefty lead here for Casey. Doesn't run. And that's lined through. And that's going to find a gap. That's going to score a run. Casey to third with no problem at all, slides in. And runners at third and first again in the first Jumbo run.
Yeah, Will Shackelford, great piece of hitting there. Knew there were lots of command issues coming from Parker. So knowing that, he knows he can't really nibble with that fastball. And once he gets it, he just lines it opposite field for a base hit.
Exactly what he's supposed to do. Doesn't try to crank the ball, doesn't try to open this game up with one swing. Instead, just hits it right between the outfielders. And beautiful piece of hitting, beautiful piece of base running by Casey. He knew as soon as that touched down that he was going to go for 3. Didn't let up, and a beautiful slide into third. So a little pressure on Parker here. And another wild pitch. Now the Tufts have runners on third and second with Frickman at the plate. The junior right-hander is actually from Charleston, South Carolina. Special place in my heart as a Charleston native. Rare to see Charleston boys at Tufts, but you get it every now and then. Infield is in for him, just in case on a grounder they can keep runners in check. Instead, he gets hit by another pitch. And here are the walks coming into play that we spoke about at the top of the inning.
Yeah, he's really lost almost all of his command. We can contrast that to the first at-bat of the game. A nice strikeout where he really just was able to locate his pitches not super well, but enough that he can induce these swing and misses, and he's not getting those now. They know that he can't hit the corners. They know there's only one place where he can go, and it's down the middle with the fastball. And, well, that wasn't down the middle with the fastball. So he's really grasping at straws here. Let's see if he can do something here.
See if he can.
Yeah.
If he can get Mills to somehow ground into a double play or a pop-up or a strikeout, he would also be happy just with a sac fly right here, Parker. So we'll see what Mills can do.
Yeah, sophomore Justin Mills getting some playing time today.
And fouls that one straight back.
Only his 16th at bat of the year. Has 5 hits for a .333 average and 1 extra base hit.
See what he can do here.
Right field playing him very deep.
Which is interesting with sac flies on the line. Another ball here. 1-1 pitch. My apologies. So the bases juice for the Jumbos. Mills up at the plate.
Yeah, we're going to have a meeting at the mound here. And a meeting between third base coach and batter while they wait for this mound visit from Colby coach to finish up. Clearly trying to talk about Parker's loss of command here, what to prepare for, what to do, and trying to maybe instill some confidence in the young hurler here.
And if you're over there talking to Mills as a coach, what are you saying to Mills? What are you trying to get him to do right now?
Well,
especially with him not playing as much as some other batters.
Yeah, Mills is, I guess, something of an unknown quantity. Clearly has shown a propensity to, in his limited time, get the barrel on the ball. So it'll be interesting to see what the advice was, whether he's going to try to tell him to challenge a little more, maybe mix in some breaking pitches. Hasn't really gone back to them ever since he has been struggling with his command. So see maybe if we get a breaking ball here from Parker. 1-1 count.
Parker steps off. Big pitch here. You can tell that Parker is struggling a little bit mentally here. Game starting to get to him. He's only given up 1 run. Double play ball can get him out of the inning.
Yeah, maybe looking for something down in the zone to try to induce that low contact.
And liner drops. See if they're going to, they do send the runner from second. It's not cut off, but no runners advance. And that's 2 jumbo runs on the RBI from Mills. And it's now a 3-0 game with runners on first and second with 1 out.
Well, Mills just made a statement there for a little bit more playing time. Beautiful piece of hitting. Knew that Parker was going to try to go down in the zone to try to induce that double play contact. Parker doesn't get the fastball down nearly enough, which allows Mills to really scoop that ball under and drive it into left field for the 2 RBI base hit.
Absolutely. Elias steps in as we flip the card around. Elias looks at a first pitch breaking ball that bounced up to the plate, 1-0.
Elias, if you remember, struck out in the first at bat of this matchup between the Mules and the Jumbos. Parker had a willingness to use his breaking pitches more often against Varanos. Remains to be seen whether he'll go back to them.
Big hit pitch here. And Elias watches a strike. 1-1 with runners at first and second with 1 out here at the top of the second. Long inning. Tufts has already sent 6 bat. This is the 7th batter of the inning. And waited on that and did a great job of waiting on that breaking ball. Just fouled it back, however.
Yeah, you can see he was expecting it. Just couldn't bring the bat around enough to really maybe pop it into right field or drive it in. Looks like he was just trying to make contact with it.
And the last thing you want here is a strikeout or a double play. You at least want to put the ball in play and move the runners over so you have 2 runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Parker struck him out last time on a pitch down and away. Let's see if he goes to that again.
1-2 pitch and a grounder. And that might not get an out at all. Instead, it's just 1 out, no double play on the little bloop ball. That will be an out, though. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, second baseman there, Matt Mitchell, didn't initially get the ball into his glove, as you could see. Cost him the double play, but he's able to recover and really make a nice play when a lot of pressure is being applied there by number 34, Mills.
And I almost wonder here, too, if R.J. Hall should, walk around and kind of get up and stretch his arm out a little bit. This is the 8th batter of this inning. And I wouldn't be surprised if Elias took off here. Tommy had a nice catch at the top of the 2nd inning. Let's see if he can get the bat going here in the bottom. Elias thought about stealing, decided not to. 1-1 count.
Maybe a change up there on the outside. Trying to go back to that nibbling approach. I guess that he's been applying to certain hitters throughout this inning.
Elias leaning back to first. And that gets through the infield. Elias is going to go to third. Run scores. And first and third on the RBI single there by Tommy.
Yeah, you saw him going out to the outside part of the plate on that at bat. Tries to maybe fool him with the breaking pitch, change up the approach. Tommy O'Hara, great hitter that he is, able to adjust and blast that ball past the first baseman's mitt into right field.
And this will be the 9th hitter of this inning.
First time up, John Michella flew out to the left fielder here.
Pitch in the dirt.
Left fielder Ben Coleman.
And O'Hara sat between the first and second base there for a little while, almost tempting the catcher to throw the ball. No throw, and he just kind of walks back to first. Thought about a breaking ball.
Yeah.
Size on the swing. Good choice. 2-0.
Yeah, it's a good eye there by Michella. That was a very tempting curveball. Almost stayed in the zone there, but able to pick up the ball. 2-0 count. Another dangerous one for Parker here.
A little high. 3-0. And this is when you question, to the DH, you throw a fastball down the middle, the runner on third and first, or do you load the bases trying to pitch around him?
Yeah, I can't see into that bullpen. It looks like the Mules are warming someone. Can't really make out who it is back there, but they're getting help if needed.
And ball 4.
Just misses.
Yeah,
but
and he actually thought that it was a strike. He stood in the batter's box for a long time before trotting down the first base. But nonetheless, take the walk, and Bows have officially batted around this inning.
Yeah, we've had many signs of command issues here. Had a wild pitch, a walk, also a wild pitch, a pass ball, hit by pitch. Now a walk here.
And Parker's day is now done. Parker on the afternoon gave up 4 hits and 2 base on balls. 3 base on balls, I apologize. 4 earned runs, and he is responsible for the juiced bases. So has the potential here to have given up 7 earned runs. As his colleague will take the mound, and that's going to be number 27, Frank Driscoll for the Mules. He's a righty freshman from Philadelphia, went to Avon Old Farms, and he is taking a few warm-up pitches and inherits the bases loaded. So see if he can somehow, with 2 outs, get the Mules out of this inning.
Yeah, judging by the stats, he's got great strikeout stuff in 16.1 innings pitched, 16 in the third. He has 19 strikeouts, good for a 10.47 Ks through 9, so clearly has the stuff. Even in warm-up, showing a lot of velocity, so tough to deal with.
And that's hard, too, coming off a pitcher who's been kind of all over the place, all over the plate, throwing sweeping, breaking balls, and not having too much velocity behind their pitches. And you get a flamethrower in here out of the pen, so we'll see what the Bows can do with it. Coming up to bat would be first baseman number 32 for the Bows, and that is Nick Foxon. He grounded out the third, so with 1 out, the Bows got 5 straight base runners before Elias hit into the fielder's choice to get the second out of the inning. And with a walk and another base hit from the 2 and 3 spots, the bases are now juiced.
Never heard of that expression, the bases are juiced. Is that
It might be
common?
a southern thing.
Okay.
I don't know. We always say the bases are juiced.
Yeah, not too familiar with the South here, just personally. Been to Florida a couple times.
Nice
Not
place.
really,
A lot warmer than it is here.
yeah.
I don't know. Even in warm-up pitches, it seems like he's struggling with control.
Yeah, let me check that for you. Has 7 walks on the year, so not too many. but we'll see if this pitcher has control issues that Parker had.
See what Nicky can do here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And the first pitch from Driscoll coming here. And it is a strike on the fastball.
Yeah, we're definitely already seeing that difference in velocity here from number 27, Frank Driscoll. See where he decides to go next, if he wants to keep pumping it in.
0-1 pitch to Nicky. Dirt ball, 1-1.
No, trying to go for that the curveball or changeup.
I'm not too sure what he's throwing there.
Something breaking.
It was a nice stop by Schmidt. You know, it's an interesting choice of pitch when bases are loaded and you're already down 4 runs. It wasn't a strikeout pitch. It was an 0-1 pitch. So let's see what the 1-1 looks like here. There's a little check swing, grounder. And a nice play there will retire Nick. And finally, the side is retired. So Driscoll comes in and does his job with the bases loaded. Tufts do get out of the inning with 4 runs on 4 hits, and they batted around. So with a nice little lead, RJ will come back onto the mound and see if he can continue his stellar work as we start the top of the 3rd inning. Welcome back here to Huskins Field as the Mules begin to start the top of the 3rd. And Schmidt, the catcher, will get his first plate appearance of the day. The righty sophomore from Worcester, Mass. gets the first pitch from RJ. Taken for a strike at the knees. Beautiful pitch there, 0-1. Mules hoping to at least get a few of those runs back here, see if they can do it. A little grounder to the 3rd. Gonna be a tough out. Speedy for a catcher. Great stretch there. Gets him 1 down. So with 1 out and the top of the 3rd, left fielder number 3, Ben Coleman, will step into the lefty's batter box. Coleman, the senior from Yarmouth, Maine. Fouled back, 0-1. And RJ Hall is making good work of his pitches, too. He's been very efficient. So hopefully he can go longer into the game for the Jumbos as he pitches his 0-1 pitch. Oh, it bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, he's been making this breaking pitch work all day. I think it's something of a changeup, but misses there. 1-1 count.
And I almost wonder if Frickman thought someone was on because he kind of took off and looked at the base pass and realized no one was on base there on that pass ball. RJ with this third pitch of the at-bat. It's a little check swing grounder again for the second time. And a great play there by Frickson, just as I was talking about him. And that is 2 outs.
Yeah, looks like a lot of trouble here. The Mule hitters are having really squaring up this fastball of RJ Hall. Only contact we've really had has been weak contact.
So the lineup card turns over here, and the right fielder Phillips will step in. First pitch to him is a ball. He lined out to center field to start the game. And that's fouled back behind the fence, 1-1.
Yeah, this is Will Phillips, sophomore. Pitches and plays outfield. Has 23 hits on the year for a 365 average, 412 OBP, and 492 slugging. So all around, really solid hitter down here at.
On the 1-1 pitch, he fouls it back again, and 1-2.
Yeah.
A beautiful thing that RJ Hall has done this game is just, I don't think there have been many situations where he's fallen behind in counts. I can't think of many at all where he is 0 walks, 1 hit, and he's just kind of commanding. First pitch strikes, getting ahead in the count, doing a great job here.
Yeah, it doesn't really rely all that often on a lot of different secondary pitches. He's really got his fastball and his changeup.
And
almost. Well, the changeup there really squared up.
And Elias is going to cut this off, and he's not going to have a throw. Throws it anyway. And that's a triple with 2 outs. And the top of the third by Phillips here.
Yeah, you wouldn't think a ball like that would had some hop on it, but
well, what it did too is it went deep into foul territory once it passed the bag. Almost nice play there, but just a little too hard for Faulkson at first base. Would have been a nice grab though. Nonetheless, number 4 steps in for the Mules. That's Andrew Russell, the shortstop.
Yeah, freshman hitter.
See what he can do here with the runner on. And a first pitch ball from RJ Hall, and we've seen 2 of those the past 2 at bats. So I might have jinxed him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be.
And that's going to score a run on the single. So a little 2-out rally here by the Mules. And there's a runner on first with 2 outs on the RBI single by Russell.
Yeah, well, RJ Hall kind of leaving that one right in the middle of the plate. And Russell, great poise and work of hitting there by the freshman to bring that into center field.
Absolutely. Now center fielder number 2 for the Mules, Trevoloni, steps in. And I think that there's some sign issues going on. I don't know. Just wanted to bring the ball out to him and give him a little encouragement. So seniority there by Harrison Frickman.
Yeah, Trevoloni, 930 slugging percentage. By far and away the most powerful hitter on this Mules team as he checks the runner.
Back in safely there.
That's 2 triples. So also has decent amount of speed, 3 stolen bases on the year. So
and that's popped straight up. Elias will take it and grabs it. So RJ Hall escapes with only 1 run across on a 2-out triple, and then followed by a 2-out single by Russell. Jumbo still lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Tufts with 4 hits and the Mules with 3. Leading off for the Jumbos when they come up in the bottom of the third, we have, it looks like right fielder number 7 will be up. That's Natchmanoff. followed by left fielder number 4, Santos Campano, and then number 1, shortstop Shackelford. The Jumbos are making it a little harder on me when they go through the whole lineup in one inning.
Yeah. So you're trying to look where they actually where they stopped. Batted around the whole entirety of it.
But I was in fact correct. I'm always right. But
Oh, and there goes your stats.
It's fine. There we go.
Driscoll on for a second inning of work here. We'll see what the plan for the Jumbo hitters is to attack them.
So in his first at-bat, he singled and scored a run. It all started with that little pitch in the dirt that he took second on. Got in a scoring position. That really started the whole inning. See if he can replicate that here with nobody out in the top of the third. Leading off. Watch that first pitch strike there. A little took something off of it. Wind starting to pick up here. 1-1 count. See if Malcolm can do something here. He's deadly on the base pass, so you definitely don't want to walk him. 1-1 pitch. Good frame job there, but didn't get the call. 2-1. Two-one pitch to Malcolm. Fouled back. 2-2.
And pitching Nachmanoff down the whole way through. Nachmanoff, a ground ball hitter, hits more ground balls than fly balls, unlike most of the hitters on this team. So probably just trying to get something for him to ground out here.
And the 2-2 pitch to him is lined deep left field, and that one is gone. So a home run for Malcolm here increases the Tufts lead to 5-1, and he's having a great day so far. That's his second of the year.
Yeah, trying to keep that breaking pitch down right around where he's been throwing the fastball, but just leaves it hanging up. And a veteran hitter like Malcolm Nachmanoff, is not going to let that stand, and he deposits it right past the 367 mark.
Absolutely.
Into left center field.
So Carlos is up. Drew a walk his first time around and came around to score. And he hits this and pass out the diving glove of the shortstop. Aggressive turn there, and we'll retreat back to first. So one on the board here with no outs in the top of the third. And Shackelford steps into the righty batter's box. And he, too, reached on a single, and he's batted in the first RBI of this game. And I believe it was Malcolm who scored on that RBI.
Yeah, Driscoll trying to challenge him with the first pitch strike. The man on base, he doesn't want to walk in and make it two, so
absolutely
he's got to make some powerful pitches here.
No problem there for Carlos. Excuse me, Casey. Casey Santos. Sometimes that gets me a little confused. So Casey on first. Stays home, and a swing and a miss there by Shackelford. Kind of had him in shackles there, if you will.
Francis, I'm not in the mood for this. Let's not. Yeah, but really pulled the string off that that curveball. It's been thrown. It's shown his velocity. That was a great reduction there to induce the swing and miss. 0-2 count. Driscoll steps off. Clearly doesn't want to get in any more trouble here.
0-2 pitch, a big pitch here. And hard take there, and a questionable take there. Nonetheless, he takes it. The ball, 1-2 count with 0 outs in the top of the third here. Excuse me, top of the fourth. No, top of the third.
A little inside. Shackelford wants to be able to really deposit something here into the outfield.
That's a nice play there. Oh, but off the bag and error. That might score a run.
Looks like
Inside, Casey will hold up at third. Runners at third and second. Smart play there, holding him because 0 outs. Third and second, you'll let your bats do the work.
yeah, all these runs now are going to be unearned.
So I assume that is going to be an error on the shortstop.
Yeah, it was a nice play, but it's going to be the advance there that's going to bring the error about.
I'm pretty sure there was an error on the throw too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was not a hit.
And if he had made it, then yeah.
Good eye there. 1-0 count to Frickman. I apologize. We were in the bottom of the third. Just been such long innings. It's been hard to keep up with.
Yeah,
Good back work by the Jumbos. 1-1 count here. 0 outs.
Already been an hour of game time here. Had 5 runs cross the plate for the Jumbos. 1 for the Mules. So already a long game.
And that one's skied into right field. We'll see if Casey's going to tag. And he does. This is going to be a close play at the plate. And an interesting cutoff choice there. Nonetheless, it's a sac fly run. I think if that throw is made to the plate, that's an out. But instead it was cut off. And
yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw a little bit of hesitation there from the right fielder, number 36, Will Phillips. Kind of read it, he kind of misread it a little bit, hesitated, and that sort of forced the low throw, either that or his arm.
well, I think to the cutoff, I think that would have been a pretty good throw if that wouldn't have been cut off. But nonetheless, Tufts will take it. Runner at second with 1 out, and number 34 for the Bows. That's Justin Mills, who had the big RBI, 2 RBIs, batting ninth here. Takes a ball, 1-1. Driscoll's 1-1 pitch to Mills on its way. And it is ripped into center field. So that's going to drop. It will drop on the warning track. And that's a double for Mills, and he's continuing his great game. That's his 3rd RBI of the game. And on that error, Shackelford will score. That's where errors come back to haunt you. And he's aboard with a 1-out double. And now steps in Elias. Reached on his fielder's choice last time up. And first inning, led off the Jumbos batting with the strikeout. And see if he can get a hit here and bring Mills in.
Yeah, fun little stat here with that that double by Mills. He's now the highest, has the highest batting average on the team. Of course, it's only in 17 at bats, but really showing great stuff today.
And that's ripped, but that's gonna get right into the glove. The left fielder, an easy out there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Tommy got a base hit his last time up. In the first inning, he hit that comebacker to the pitcher that amazingly Parker was able to snag and throw to first. So he's 1 for 2 on the day. See if we can get Mills in here. Mills is pretty speedy at second, so a base hit should score him. Takes a first pitch strike here.
Yeah, Driscoll finally throws a little bit of the velocity we saw in the last inning. He's been mostly going to his breaking stuff here, and it's really cost him.
Yeah. Good eye there. 1-1. 2 outs. And a runner at second for the Jumbos.
Yeah, 1 earned run in this inning for Driscoll. 2 unearned, thanks to the error there by the third baseman, Mitchell.
And that's ripped, and that's going to get down. He beat the shift there. He's going to take a heavy turn, and he's going to go for second. Why not? And he'll get in standing up. And that's another double and another Jumbo's run. So that's a run batted in there.
Yeah, this is a lesson here about the importance of good defensive play. That error is really, really coming back to bite the Mules. Now, Driscoll already having allowed as many runs as his counterpart who started the game, Blake Parker, and it's mostly not his fault.
Well, there was the one error that could have potentially gotten him out of this inning. Instead, it's now plated 3 runs. He gave up that home run.
Yeah, that was his fault, but
beautiful pitch there. 0-2 count.
yeah, when he goes to his fastball, he's really been finding success, but trying to work in those other pitches, Jumbo hitters have been able to really square that up as of late.
And we'll see if Michello can get his first hit here. He reached on a walk his last time up. Good eye there. 1-2 count for Michello. And there's someone else now in the Mules pen. Jumbo's pen. See a little hat over there, but RJ Hall has been pitching a fantastic game, only giving up 3 hits and 1 run.
Not much hard contact either.
No. 1-2. Fouled back. We'll do it over.
Third straight fastball here from Driscoll.
And if he reaches, he's the 8th batter to come to the plate. So we'd bat it around again, the Jumbos would have.
Yeah, I thought these guys seemed familiar. It's because we met them last inning.
That's fouled back again, so we're going to have a little extra baseball, 1-2.
Yeah, the Tufts website doesn't show the amount of pitches each pitcher has thrown. I'd love to see how many.
Well, I feel like for Driscoll it's going to be a little irrelevant because he'll be coming out, I'm assuming, after this inning. If he can even get through it. Big pitch right here, 1-2.
Another fastball, and that's starting to lose a little bit of command.
So 2-2. We've seen a few command issues and a few mistakes by these Mules pitchers who kind of have just let loose. They pitched well in the beginning. Both Driscoll and Parker did, and now they're just kind of losing it a little bit. The 2-2, and that's lined foul. That might hit a car.
Yeah, always a dangerous idea to park out by that right field line.
Now I feel like not with these Jumbos hitters though, because most of them, the righties at least, have been pulling it down the left field line. But you never want to park there anyway.
Yeah, all it takes is one ball, and
it's happened to me before. Trust me.
Shella battling back.
Yep.
another hitter who's in an 0-2 count has risen to essentially bring it to full. The Mules pitchers have really had a hard time finishing off their hitters. And it's partially due, I think, because Driscoll doesn't really trust his breaking stuff right now.
Well, got him there on a breaking. Make sure this throw is thrown. And that will finally do it. The Jumbos cross 4 here in this inning on an error, two doubles, and a one bagger. And a home run. So we're headed to the top of the 4th here at Huskins Field, and we'll be back right at after this little break. Oh, right now?
Hey, do as we say, baby. Let's go, kids.
So the 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for Colby here. And the first pitch strike to the DH, number 34. That's Westman. 0-1 count here in the top of the 4th. Westman flew out to third base. That was a nice place O'Hara made. O'Hara, sorry. That was a fly out to center field there.
Yeah, good piece of contact there by Westman.
And it looked like it was going to carry a little bit off the bat, but as you can see on the flag, the wind is blowing in to the stadium, so
yeah,
harder to hit a little home run. That home run that was hit last inning as a check swing bouncer goes back to R.J. Hall, no problem there, and 2 gone. That was just drilled. I mean, there was no chance of the wind bringing that one back.
Yeah, sometimes Mother Nature can't really do anything to stop those bombs, and you know, when it comes from a great hitter like Malcolm Nachmanoff, excuse me, who can really just barrel up any ball he sees, then yeah, can't stop that.
R.J. Hall gets in front of another batter here, and he's just doing wonders. And this time it's to second baseman, number 6, Jackson Ward. Ooh, had him out on his front foot there. 0-2. Nasty pitch.
Yeah, looking a lot more comfortable here
And he's
after that inning, where he gave up the run. Really had excellent command of his fastball, and that's setting up his other pitches right now.
and strikeout there. And a 1-2-3 inning here. And that is the first strikeout, I believe, by R.J. Hall. He's done all of this work without a single strikeout, if my stat keeping has been correct. So 1-2-3 inning here. Jumbos are up in the bottom of the 4th. They will have the 4, 5, and 6 up as well. New pitcher into the ball game for the Mules. That's going to be number 30, Patrick Carbon. He's a righty freshman from Marshfield, Mass. 6'2" and 180. So we'll see how he's able to handle these Jumbo's bats. See if he's able to, kind of slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, and another pitcher here with command issues has 13 walks in 13 and a third innings. So that's almost, I think that's almost 9 walks per innings. So we might see some more runners cross the plate if that tends to be the case, as it has been today.
And the ump came over and said something about number 38. I don't know if they have a new catcher in the game. It looks like they may. A double switch. Carboni is the correct pronunciation. I'm sorry, Patrick. And they do have a new catcher in the game. The Mules do. It's number 38. A little errant throw down on the second base warm-up throw, so maybe Jumbos might take a little advantage of that. But in the meantime, number 32, the first baseman, Fox, as they call him, Foxen, is going to come up to the plate, the senior right-hander. He grounded out in the second, and also in the second, he grounded out twice in the second inning when we batted around. So takes a strike there, 0-1. Carboni starting off pretty well with a little heat. Good eye, 1-1 here.
Yeah, I think that was a slider off the plate.
And this is when exactly I said the shadows might start coming out if the sun comes back out a little bit. It's starting to get significantly chilly here as that pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Carboni, a quick worker.
You would hate to come on in relief and walk the first batter he sees. Look for a strike here. Yep, and that sure was. And that was lined right to right field. Unfortunately, player right there to grab it.
Yeah, Phillips has been playing pretty deep, so perfectly lined up to just catch that easily.
And he has been playing pretty deep, and we've noticed that throughout the game. I mean, lucky there for them, but...
Well, you do want to be pretty deep if you're facing Nick Falkson, as he has shown the propensity to go pretty deep. 5 doubles and 4 home runs on the year. That one did not go out.
And I'm just surprised they're pitching to Malcolm right now. The home 3 RBIs already in the game, and it's the 4th inning. See if they pitch around him a little bit. Well, that was a fastball down the plate, 1-1. See if he can continue his great day at the plate. Ooh. And just
curveball right off the
very close
outside.
there. 2-1 nonetheless, with 1 out. And he rips that. Is that another goner?
That might be gone.
That's
gone.
Another home run. I called it. I don't know why they're pitching to him. He's having a day. And he just hit another home run.
Is that his second of the day?
That is his second home run of the day and his 4th RBI.
Back to back. That's going to cause a meeting at the mound between catcher and
Pardon
pitcher
me, that's
here.
his second RBI.
Ooh, he ripped that ball.
I knew off the bat that was gone. What a game for him, for the senior.
Yeah, Phillip can't back up past the fence there. Eventually, he knew something was going out. It did.
And that's the smallest part of the ballpark. So he hit one to about the furthest part he could, to left center. Probably about 380 there. And then he hit it to the 309 portion.
Santos Ocampo at the plate.
One out, 0-1 pitch, way high, 1-1. God, these Mules pitchers just don't have any answers for the Jumbos. Meanwhile, R.J. Hall is just pitching a gem. 2-1 the count.
Santos Ocampo in the day has walked in the second inning, and in the third inning, he singled through the left side. And he's already up for the third time in the fourth inning. So
It's the third time in as many innings. And takes another ball there, 3-1. He has scored 2 runs on the day as well.
not even halfway through the game yet. These Jumbo's batters might have 5 or 6 plate appearances before the day's done, maybe even 7.
Oh, thought about it. Good job he didn't, though. That's a base on balls. And
14th walk of the year for the hurler, Carbone.
And in steps the shortstop, Shackelford, and he reached on that error in the last inning and later scored on the double by number 34, Justin Mills, who's also having a game in this. That's launched. That's going to get caught, I hope.
Great running catch there by number 3, the left fielder, I think, Coleman.
And Casey thought that was going to get down, so he took off and had to hustle back, but makes it back. And there are 2 loud outs here at the bottom of the 4th.
It's insane how much ground Ben Coleman covered on that play. As you can see right now, he's playing right near the American flag, if not a couple yards to the right of it. So he ran almost in a center field, just about to make that catch. So beautiful defensive work by him.
That's high. 1-0 the count. 2. That's going to be the catcher, Frickman, I do believe. I am correct. 1-0 to Frickman.
I believe he's walked on the day.
He has been hit by a pitch, and he also drove in a run on a sacrifice fly. Casey, a little bit of speed there on first. Obviously not going to run with a 9-1 lead, but a little gapper might score him. And it's 2-1.
Ball in the dirt too low there for Carbone.
And the 2-1 pitch from Carbone. Catches the corner there. Looks like maybe even a cutter or something. 2-2 is the count.
And it remains to be seen whether Carbone can finish off this hitter. Jumbos have hit pretty well with 2 strikes so far, both in walks and in putting the barrel of the bat, or barrel of the ball, excuse me.
Casey gets back there. And Carbone here, if you're down 9-1 with 2 outs and a 2-2 count, you don't want to be throwing over the first. Your main focus should be on the batter. Throws back again and almost got him, but Casey gets back in time. And I don't know why he's taking such a big lead. You're up 9-1. Just hang out. Fouled back, stays alive here.
Carbone bringing the heat. Really challenging him with that fastball right down the middle. Couldn't make contact, or too great a contact with that ball.
That one gets by. And Casey was gone. He was eager to run. I mean, he was halfway down the line. Really wanted to take off, and finally does. And now he's in scoring position with a full count. And here comes the clouds again and a little bit of wind. The full count. And that's ripped, and he's been playing deep. That's going to drop. And that's a run scored. And the walk there came back to hurt on the RBI single.
Not to mention that pass ball slash wild pitch. I'm not sure which that was, but Casey's eagerness to run got him home another run. So
absolutely. And good at bat there by Frickman.
Yeah, Jumbo's not even up by 9. They're not taking off the pressure. They want to see this Colby team all the way through.
Well, do they get Colby tomorrow as well?
They also do get Colby twice, doubleheader.
So it's the type of thing where you want to say, send a message, of course.
Yeah, especially the weakest team in your division. You want to make sure that you put the beating on them in game 1. Like you were saying, send a message.
I think it's 2-0.
Another favorable count for a Jumbo hitter. We'll see if he goes back to that fastball.
Good pitch there, 2-1.
Yeah, it does, bottom of the zone. Really not afraid to challenge the Jumbos.
Well, they should be. 10 runs later.
Yeah, sooner or later you got to make some pitches.
Brought some heat there, 3-1, misses outside. Oh, he did not go, apparently.
Yeah, it's
and he'll take the walk.
Generous
I think
call,
we had a little bit of a better view than the standing at second place did up here. Nonetheless, the Jumbos will take it.
Yeah, it looked to me like he brought the barrel of the bat past the plate there. Should have been strike 2 in a full count, but Mules, as well as not getting the outs they need, they're also not getting the luck they need. So
that was
now
a little
Colby
interesting.
coach is coming up to the umpire, trying to figure out what's going on there with that last call, maybe.
And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, also too,
down 10-1. Not exactly the closest of circumstances here.
But a big
Mills.
game for Mills. 3 RBIs and a base on balls as well.
Veranos up at the plate now.
See if E can get his first hit. He reached on a fielder's choice to the second inning. See if he can get his first hit of the game.
850 OPS on the year. 289 hitter.
So the Jumbos were sat down in a row in the first inning. Second inning, batted around. Third inning, sent 8 batters to the plate. And now they've already sent 6. This is the 7th. And he takes ball 1 with runners at first and second and 1 out.
Looks like we lost your pen there. Windy day out here. Wind blowing out sort of southwest if we're looking at the diamond.
Elias takes a strike there, 1-1. Eli's a great guy too. You walk around, he lives actually right near me. And he's one of those guys who studies hard and just does what he needs to do. And he rips that one. That one might fall, and it sure will. And that's going to play to run. Elias thought about second, instead holds up and would have made it on the errant throw. Nonetheless, an RBI single for Elias, and it is 11-1 Tufts.
The third baseman, number 24, Tommy O'Hara.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a meeting here at the mound between.
And a pitching change.
Yeah.
And so each of the pitchers today, so that is going to be Parker gave up 4, Driscoll gave up 4, and now Carboni has also given up 3 and is responsible for the runners on third and first. So pitching has been hard to come by here for the Mules. 11 Jumbos hits and 11 runs.
Yeah, that's the understatement of the century there. 11 runs have crossed the plate for Tufts, and it's not even been 4 innings.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colby College, number 14, Matt Reeser.
So there has been a pitching change for the Mules here. Number 14 will come on. That is Matt Reeser. Reeser is a righty sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee, coming in on the day. And he will face first, I believe it would be in the lineup, it will be number 24, the third baseman for the Jumbos. That's going to be O'Hara.
Yeah, stats on the season for Matt Reeser, sophomore, as you were saying. Pitched 10 innings, this is his 6th appearance of the season. Has given up 14 hits, 9 runs, 8 of them earned, 10 walks, and 6 strikeouts, all for a 7.20 ERA. So another pitcher really on this Colby staff with, as I've been saying before, command issues. 10 walks in 10 innings. So we'll see what he has in store for O'Hara.
And Elias gets back safely there.
Interesting, the first move he makes is a pickoff. I think he'd want to...
Why not?
Just trying to...
Makes it a lot easier if you throw a pitch right over the first base and get the runner leading.
Yeah.
He steps off here. He's set up to throw two pitches already and has to throw a single one. Past 2 innings. There's been a double and a single for the third baseman here. See if he can keep up his luck.
Jumbo's having stole 20 bases before the game, and they are up to they're up to 21 stolen bases on the season. So not as much as their opponents, who have stolen 31 on the season, but seems like they have a willingness, even if it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, to really make the effort to challenge the pitcher and make sure that they're being paid attention to. A lot of pitches today have been spent on pickoffs.
Waited on it there. Did a really good job of just keeping his hands back. He stepped a little early, but unfortunately just fouls it back.
Yeah, got under the ball a little too much there. Let's see if Tommy makes the adjustment, or if he goes back to that breaking pitch. Seemed to expect it last time.
1-2 count. 2 outs here. Hard to believe, but bottom 4. And he got a strikeout. Comes on in relief and strikes out the first person he sees. And we will head to the top of the 5th right after this break.
For the Jumbos at the bottom of the 4th inning, they scored 3 runs on 5 hits. Tony Harris there with 2 runs. Left on base. Tufts 11, Colby 1. Sitting for that for Colby at the top of the 5th inning. Nat Mitchell, Ryan Hecht, and Ben Coleman. Leading off for Colby at the top. Third baseman, number 20, Matt Mitchell.
Matt Mitchell, the third baseman, steps in here for Colby as we start the top of the fifth. That is a strike. 0-1 count. RJ here is just continuing throwing first pitch strikes, making it a lot easier on himself. Pitcher to Jim here.
On for his 5th inning of work.
Oh.
Seems like forever since the Mules have been up to bat. How many jumbo runners or jumbo baseball players were up to bat last inning?
We sent 8 to the plate.
Wow.
We've sent 8 to the plate at least in the past 3 innings.
Three-one count here for number 20.
Very uncharacteristic
Mitchell.
of RJ right here. And walks with 4 pitches. Or, excuse me, 5 pitches. And the Mules will have their first base runner since, I believe, the 3rd inning.
The catcher, number 38, Ryan Hecht.
And then steps number 38, Ryan Hecht, is the substitute catcher. Runner back safely. If you're RJ here, you gotta just focus on the plate. Don't worry about the runner at first. Just focus on throwing strikes and just staying in this game.
Ryan Hecht only 2 hits on the year out of 19 at-bats for a 105 average.
And that was a nice little pitch there by RJ.
Freshman.
As that ball is low in the dirt, 1-1, and RJ just drops the ball. But he has an interesting stance that you don't see a lot anymore. You used to see it a little more in the MLB. But he puts a lot of weight on his back leg and then swings through. He almost seems off balance. That strike comes across there. 1-2.
Great breaking pitch to put him up in the count here.
The 1-2 pitch.
Oh, and he
hits
hits
him.
him right in the chest.
And it was kind of,
They're calling it a foul ball. Or are they? No, they're not. RJ looked a little confused there.
yeah.
I guess he was hit.
The left fielder,
That was just weird because it almost seemed like he stepped into the pitch. And that pitch would not have hit him otherwise. But now it earns a trip to the mound.
Can't see whether anyone's up in the pen. I don't think anyone is right now, but a little bit of an obstructed view.
As the wind starts ripping through here.
Oh, just a routine checkup. So yeah, I'm interested in Heck's reaction there. He looked a little frustrated at the umpire, but it looked like the umpire sent him to first base. So I wonder what that was all about.
And the Bows will send people up to their bullpen.
Yeah.
It was interesting because it almost seems like he stepped into that ball
Yeah.
or something weird. It didn't seem like a normal hit by a pitch.
I know. How many times do you see someone get hit in the chest on a hit by pitch?
It seemed like he really just leaned like. I don't know, it beats me.
Well, this means for RJ Hall, there's a man on first and on second.
Good stop there. RJ's got himself into a little trouble here. 0 outs, runners on first and second.
Yeah, Frickman's done a great job of blocking those low pitches from Hall. Yeah, starting to see a little bit of loss of command here out of RJ again.
See if
After
RJ can
walk
throw some strikes.
and the hit batsman. Now he's behind the count against number 3, Coleman.
And falls 3-1. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was another mound visit soon. Just to stall a little bit and get someone up in that pen. RJ really needs a strike thrown right here. Doesn't get it. In fact, almost hits him. And now bases will be loaded with nobody out. So this is Colby's turn to do a little bit of damage. All RJ needs is, just a strikeout or a double play ball. And he's back in business.
Right fielder number 36, Will Phillips.
Yeah, RJ Hall doesn't usually have this kind of command issues. In 35 innings, he's only thrown or had 12 walks. So I believe he's had 3 on the day.
That's another high one, and that.
Yeah, that first pitch strike is just so important.
That's his game too. Is that first pitch strike? He gets ahead of hitters, and he really takes control from there. But if he starts to lose hitters, it seems like in the later innings, his control really goes down. Throws a beautiful pitch there, 1-1 count, and number 36 at the plate, Will Phillips, right fielder.
Yeah, 1 for 2 on the day.
He hit a triple. He was the one who hit that triple and has the lone run as of now for the Mules.
And he rips
and that one's ripped through. It's going to be a play at the plate if they send, and they don't. So it's just going to be 1 run. So there's where that base on ball comes back to bite them.
Good on the Jumbo's outfield there, and specifically Nachmanoff getting that into the cutoff man quickly.
And what a game he's had.
A sneaky good good scoop there by the first baseman Falkson on that relay throw.
And
to put his hand on that, make sure it didn't get through.
Russell steps in, the shortstop, number 4. He seagulled it, drove in that run in the 3rd inning, and he also has flown out to left.
Another first pitch ball from RJ Hunter. Up 11-2 are the Jumbos, but
he really needs an out right here.
Yeah, double-barreled action in the Tufts pen. Got a righty and a lefty. Not sure, can't see the numbers, but clearly preparing for both situations.
That was a strike. Russell almost seemed to jump out of the way like he was, about to get hit, but that was blatantly a strike. Don't know what he was really doing there.
Yeah, right-handers all the way through.
And that's a double play ball. Gets one and gets the other. So RJ Hall will definitely take the run there for the double play. And it's now a 3-11 game.
Looks like he's going to get this next batter, too. Going to be the center fielder, number 2, Matt Trevolo.
The center fielder number 2, Matt Trevoloni.
Trevoloni, excuse me. By far and away the strongest hitter and the most senior hitter on this Colby team, has a 939 OPS and a 373 average. So, man on third could play another run and make it a 7-run game.
And good play by Elias there to take it off one hop. And that will be a ground out to the second baseman there.
That's our problem. It's people like you.
For Colby in the top of the 5th inning, they scored one hit. There were no Jumbo's errors and one runner left on base. We're halfway through this afternoon's game. Here at Huskins Field, scheduled to bat for the Jumbos in the bottom of the 5th inning. John Michelle, Nick Falkson, and Malcolm Nuttman.
Compete the right way. Get in right your ass and compete. Let's go. Let's go. Andy, let's go right now. Come on, John. Go.
So 2 runs come across there for the Mules. In the top of the 5th, they cut it to 3-11. And for the bottom of the inning for the Jumbos, they will have, I believe it would be DH number 16, Michelle, coming up, followed by 4th and 5th hitters, and first baseman 32 Falkson, and right fielder number 7, Malcolm, coming up respectively.
Yeah, Matt Reeser on for second inning he's appearing in. Last inning actually, by far one of the shorter innings in this game for the Jumbo side, even though there were a lot of activities there. He came in and struck out Tommy O'Hara. Quality hitter, so we'll see what number 16, Johnny Michelle, the DH, does. Has good location on his fastball from last time.
And the first pitch to him bounces up to the plate. 1-0. The wind's picking up here again. The clouds are covering half the field, but the diamond itself is clear.
Count here. Had good location last inning, but he is a control-plagued pitcher. Let's see if he walks the leadoff man.
A good take there. Just a straight take, design take. 3-1's the count.
Yeah, up 11-3. Pitcher doesn't really seem to have his bearings right now. That's a good take. You don't want to be putting the ball in play like that.
And good eye. So he reaches base on 5 pitches. And Tufts have a leadoff base runner by way of the walk. And now in steps number 32 for the Jumbos. That's Falkson. Falkson on the day has grounded out the third and grounded out again and flied out to right field. So he's looking for his first hit of the game here at the top of the 5th. One of the seldom Jumbos not to reach the hit column yet today. Let's see if he can change that here.
11 runs on 11 hits for the Jumbos on the day.
Good eye there. Runner stay. 1-0. One pitch to Nicky's coming here. And it hits him. So he'll reach base.
Walking a hit batsman. How
That's
many
just
hit
how
batsmen has that been today?
a few of them. That's just how the top half of this inning started, is with the walk and a hits batsman. And are you gonna pitch to him here? You kind of have to. There's only one base open, but he's had 2 home runs today, and also has a single as well. So.
Yeah, unless they're very, very lucky. Colby could wind up giving up some runs. Again, that would be the 4th straight inning they've given up runs in if they were to give up one. And there's action in the Colby bullpen once again, as Rezor has shown struggles to hit the plate.
Good eye by Malcolm there. 1-0. You got to be nervous when you're the 4th pitcher coming in. This guy's hit 2 home runs already and has a single. and you have to face them with one front on first and second and nobody out.
And
That's what control issues will give you.
And you're behind the count, too. That's never a good sign.
Ooh, a little out in front of that was Malcolm. 1-on-1. Fouled it back.
Yeah, expecting the fastball, trying to time it. You could tell by that type of swing. Really just wants to maybe make it a hat trick.
Why not?
Might as well.
That's a questionable step off there at the least. It looked like he made a step towards home plate. No balk called. 1-on-1's the count. We'll get set for the 1-1 pitch here to Malcolm. Good eye there by Malcolm. 2-1. That's nice there too by Malcolm because it's a high pitch that you could potentially give a good crack at. You've hit 2 home runs already today, but way to just be a team player and lay off of it.
And that's the difference between being down 1-2 and being up 2-1 in the count. Gives you a lot more room to work with, as now it's a 3-1 count. And there's a chance that you could really miss that high fastball, so I like the decision to stay off it, as you were saying.
Now, what do you do here? 3-1 is a design take, do you think, or do you think he's swinging the bat with 2 home runs today?
I think if I were him, he's clearly hot today. And we're going to see if Matt Reeser tries to throw something down and away to maybe try to induce some contact, because you don't want to be giving him anything to hit here.
Well, here's the 3-1 pitch, and time was called. It was a strike. In case that matters, but it doesn't.
It's again another late time call allowed by this umpire.
(3-1) hits him. So that's the second hit batter of the inning issued here.
The left fielder, number 4, Casey Santos Ocampo.
So Casey up to bat here. Casey on the day has walked and scored, gotten a single and scored, and then walked again and scored. So he has 3 of the Jumbo's 11 runs, as well as I thought he had an RBI in there, but he does not. My apologies. But 3 runs on 1 hit. He's been walked twice. Great eye. He has the bases juiced here. And the first pitch to him, he takes a healthy cutout and misses 0-1.
Yeah. Bases loaded up by 8. You got a pitcher who clearly just wants to get a first strike. Why not swing at that? And even though he didn't make contact, I like the idea. Casey's also really impressed on the base pass. Has threatened multiple times, gotten from first to third on multiple occasions. Has been in these pitchers' minds a lot too, and that's something that's really important if you have pitchers with command issues already, to mess them up even further. Clearly a great team player. Has a stolen base on the day too, the only one for the Jumbos.
1-1. Oh, he wanted that one. That was a little low.
1-2 count. First time in recent memory that Reeser has been ahead. Let's see if he can convert this into some sort of out. Against the on-base specialist, Santos Ocampo.
So bases juiced here. 1-2's the count. And he rips one in between the right and left field, and that's missed.
That might clear the bases. Actually, it's No, it won't. That's going to be Nachmanoff is going to hold up, but
He had to hold back because he didn't know if that was going to be called or not.
yeah.
But it plates 2 Jumbo's runs. Adds to their lead 13-3 now.
And as we were saying earlier, that is the 4th straight inning in which Colby has allowed a run to the Jumbos.
So we just scored. The Bows just scored 2 runs,
And it looks
and
like,
yet that was
yeah.
the first hit of the inning.
Yeah, 2 hit batsmen and a walk. Really, we were hoping after he got that strikeout of O'Hara to end the inning that command issues weren't going to be there, but clearly they were a problem. And something that's just plagued these hitters all day. And it's not, you'd think it would be much worse in the walk column, I feel, but it's actually really shown up in the amount of hits the Jumbos have been able to get, getting into these favorable counts and then just punishing these pitchers when they try to throw something down the middle of the plate.
Well, and the craziest stat about this game is the Jumbos have less hits than they do runs. They have 13 runs on 12 hits.
Yeah.
For Colby College, number 8, Matt Garcia.
So number 8 checks in for the Mules to pitch. That is Matt Garcia. He is a righty senior out of Mamaroneck, New York. He is 6'4" and 210 pounds. And he seems to be throwing a little bit slower velocity-wise, just in his warm-up pitches. So we'll see what he can do here. I believe he does have the shortstop, number 1, Shackelford, coming up to bat, and that'll be followed by catcher number 10, Frickman, and then center fielder number 34, Justin Mills, who also has had a huge game. So I think the only Jumbo who's not in the hit column today is the DH, number 16, Rochella, who has walked and scored, and the first baseman, number 32, Falkson, who has also been hit by a pitch and scored. Other than that, every other Tufts field position player has gotten a hit that has played so far.
Yeah. Lineup 1 through 9 has been really contributing today, and especially I've been really impressed with Justin Mills, the sophomore, who doesn't really get as much playing time and at bats as the other players, but really has made his impact. And I feel like he really, in the second inning, I believe, he really made his mark and opened the floodgates for the Jumbos.
Absolutely. So after scoring 2 runs already, it'll be 3rd and 2nd with nobody out, and Shackelford will step into the righty's box, and will face the new pitcher Garcia.
Razor, Garcia, 3.6 ERA on the season. Has only pitched 5 innings and made 3 appearances. This is going to be his 4th.
That is outside, ball 1.
Does have a win, though. And here we go. 5 walks in 5 innings for Garcia. So potentially another Colby pitcher with control issues.
1-0. Second pitch to Shaq. Thought about it. 2-0 outside. And this is where it's the fine line, too. And you know more about this than I do, but do you pitch, your relievers and still try to get it back into this game? Or if it's the 5th inning, you're down by 10 runs, do you just, you're playing tomorrow in a doubleheader, do you sit your best relievers and then just kind of let the game, just sacrifice this game?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with that second option. I mean, 13-3, you really haven't ever been in this game. Tufts has scored in 4 out of the 5 innings they've played. They have 0 outs. It's runners on 2nd and 3rd. A good hitter up at the plate in Shackelford. I mean, I think by going to Garcia, you're kind of showing, not to slight Garcia in any way, that he's a reliever that really doesn't pitch that often, and you don't really have that much confidence in this game. I mean, this is the 5th reliever they've used already, right?
Razor, Garcia, Driscoll.
Yeah, 5th reliever.
Yep.
And it's not even done with the 5th inning yet, so.
Reliever per inning.
Yeah.
2-2 is the count. Shackelford. Time called. 2-2 still to Shaq. See if Garcia can get it out on the first batter he pitches to.
Yeah, wind's coming in from left field now.
Starting to blow pretty hard as well.
Yeah. Could affect anything that Shackelford pulls here.
Now it seems almost as it's shifted and is heading out of the park.
Yeah, I spoke too soon. Wild day here from the weather.
As Shaq has a full count here.
3-2 count. Are we going to see another walk?
And Shaq hits it up.
This could be.
That will play to run and get. Oh, he's safe. And another error and an RBI there for Shaq.
Yeah, that's just.
That's
don't know what to say about that. That's just a routine ground ball. You're down so many runs. You just got to make a play. Garcia looking back at the shortstop who made the error, Andrew Russ, kind of just reassuring him, I guess. But that's a play you got to make as a D3 shortstop, and you know, runs just keep coming for Tufts. Yeah, so we're getting word that was actually on the first baseman there.
I think any first as a first baseman throughout my life, any first baseman, when you get your glove on the ball, you're supposed to catch it. And that one's skied into center field. That should play another jumbo run. It's shallow though, but they'll send him home, and there won't even be a throw. And that's his second sack fly on the day. Frickman.
First out of the inning. Already up to 4 runs.
And Frickman has 3 RBIs now. So Frickman with 3 RBIs. Shackelford with 2 RBIs. Mills with 3. O'Hara with 2. Casey with 2. The first pitch strike there to Mills.
So fun fact for you, this game already has, it's the 5th inning. And in terms of runs scored in a game for the Jumbos this season, it's already moved into the 4th slot.
They did score
their win against Everett, Marymount, and Keene State.
Shackelford takes second there on the. That's the second time we've seen a ball in the dirt, and just the Jumbos wait on it and just take off.
Yeah, there's no sleeping on the base pass for the Tufts Jumbos. They have just been eager to challenge these Colby pitchers.
So with 1 out, now there's a man at second. 1-1 pitch on the way to Mills. And he rips one, and that gets over the outstretched glove of the second baseman, and that'll play to run. And that's Mills' 3rd RBI of the day. 4th RBI of the day, I'm sorry. So out of the 9th spot, Mills has had 4 RBIs.
That's incredible. What a day he's had at the plate. I mean, he's not just blooping stuff in, he's barreling these balls.
See if Elias can reach again. He had a 1-bagger in the 4th.
Now, you know this team probably a little better than I do. Who normally plays for them at that outfield position, or do they like to mix it up?
Well, I think Mills has been playing a pretty good job. I think if you ask me that question now, I'm going to say Mills after this game.
Yeah, so Matt Garcia, just a little fun trivia fact. We have his hitting stats. Is a 300 and
Elias takes another pitch.
370. 374 OPS. So does, I guess, most of his work as a pitcher. That 3.60 ERA, but down 2-0 in this count too.
Mills on first. And that ball's in the dirt, and Mills takes off. Pretty much any ball on the dirt. Any ball that's in the dirt, Jumbo's runners are going to be taking off. Do that again. And they do have the first base bag open if they want to just give Elias here a free pass to try to set up the double play. Instead, they throw a pitch down the middle, and Elias was taking. And it's now 3-1 with one gone here in the top of the sixth. Bottom of the fifth, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jumbo's showing they're willing to be patient in those 3-ball counts.
The Jumbos are really confusing me here because when they score 5 runs in an inning, it starts getting a little.
Yeah, you're running out of space. How many batters have come to the plate in this inning?
Elias is the 8th batter. I apologize.
Well, we got the 9th here as that walk brings Elias to first.
So with Elias on, O'Hara will be the 9th batter this inning, and he's looking for his first hit still of the night. He got walked in the last and the 4th. He struck out in the 4th inning. He has a double on the day and a single. My apologies.
And first pitch ball.
It's Moschella. It's Moschella and Falkston who are hitless so far this game. See what Tommy can do here. Ball 1.
It is.
Pardon me, ball 2. 2-0 count.
5-11 right now, and we've only played 4 and 2/3 innings, or 4 1/3 innings here of baseball.
That was a big hack there, but missed it. 2-1.
That was a nice pitch, up in the zone, and different the velocity. Looks like he didn't really have good timing of that at all. But yeah, we're approaching the 2-hour, 15-minute mark, and we're not even halfway through the game.
And that's hit on the ground. That could be a double play ball. There's one. And he was
out. Yep.
Called out.
Well, that's going to bring an end to the inning.
So a 4-6-3 double play there.
Yeah. After 5, it's Jumbo's 16, Mules 3. Jumbo's plated 5 runs in that inning.
And RJ takes back out on the mound. After getting in trouble last inning, and he's only given up 4 hits.
Yeah, I guess when you're they really like to pitch RJ a lot of innings. Has the most on this staff here. 35 coming into this game. This is going to be his 6th inning of work. So if he completes this, that'll be 41 on the year. And clearly the Jumbos, having won this game, are saying, okay, let's not burn any relievers. We don't really care too much if RJ picks up a couple other runs. Just want to get through the game.
Absolutely. So to lead off the 6th for Colby, number 34, the DH, that's going to be William Westman. William Westman, the DH, is float out to third, also float out to center field, so he's looking for his first hit of the day. That'll be followed by first baseman number 16, Keenan Ayulinio. As Westman steps into the right batter's box. RJ Hall is still in the game here.
RJ Hall's stat line through 5. He has 3 earned runs, 4 regular runs. Has walked 2, given up 4 hits, and has struck out 1.
And then saying he has 4 earned runs?
No, he has 4 hits, 3 runs.
3 earned runs.
Yeah.
Two of them earned.
Or 3 of them actually earned.
Really?
Yeah. Haven't been
And that's skied high.
First out of the inning. Good start here for RJ Hall.
Absolutely.
First baseman, number 16, Keenan.
Looks like we got a substitution here, too.
And that's going to be number 29, Andrew Stirrup. He acts as a pitcher.
Please, pinch hitting for Keenan Uliano, number 29, Andrew Stirrup.
And he's a righty junior out of Billings, Montana. See what he can do. It says he's a righty, but he's in the lefties batter box here, so maybe he switch hits.
Yeah.
That's a first pitch ball. Good pitch there by RJ, though. Barely missed it.
Has a 691 OPS on the year. Lazy swing there by Stirrup.
It was a strike. It was called a ball.
Has one extra base hit.
Strike two there, 1-2, with one out here in the top of the sixth.
Hunter working quickly.
And that's going to get through. A little hesitation there. Found the gap between the second and first base. Pitch hit.
Rolling up, kid.
Another fun fact for you, Colby has actually
Attention, please, pinch hitting for Jackson.
faced almost double the number of hitters that Tufts has.
Come on, Dickie, kid.
Number 12 steps in. That's Tyler Mulberry. Another pitch hitter.
Yeah, now's the time to, I mean, I guess there is the best time, I guess, is when you're down by 13 runs to start putting in some of the subs. Give the regular guys some rest for tomorrow's matchups. At 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock in JumboCast, I believe. 100% sure on that, though.
Job swinging.
Yeah, Mulber, little grimace after that swing. Really wanted that pitch. Not happy that he missed it, but
Nicky steps in here. He's also looking for his first hit. He was hit by a pitch in the last inning and later scored a run. Still hitless. Ball one there, 1-0. Takes a strike there, 1-1.
weather's been a lot more agreeable this weekend than it was last weekend, certainly.
Still a little chilly for the middle of April.
Yeah. Almost the end of April at that.
The 1-1 is cut on a healthy cut, but missed.
It's been
1-2.
a miserable spring up here in New England.
The winter wasn't too bad. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too snowy. Then we had 3 nor'easters in March. And all of a sudden, winter's just starting late. And spring is taking its time to come.
Yeah, Fenway Park, I was at the game where it snowed, which is crazy to actually see snow at a baseball game in April.
Absolutely. The 1-2 pitch on its way from Garcia. Nicky thought about swinging. Good thing he didn't because it bounced about 8 feet from the plate. And it's 2-2. A little chilly as the sun started to go down a little bit. That's popped straight up. And the pitcher's called off by the third baseman, and that will be caught. That's a new substitution there.
Yeah, that's Mulberry.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Malcolm Lachmanot, number 31, Mike McLaughlin.
So Malcolm will come out of the game after a stellar performance. 2 home runs, hit by 4 runs, 2 of them home runs, a single, and a hit by a pitch.
And now on is Mike McLaughlin, senior outfielder, infielder, utility
And
man.
he rips that, and that's going to get down. It's a little blooper single.
It's going to bring his averages. He was hitting 194 before that single. Oh, Santos Ocampo's still gonna bat.
So we'll see what he can do here with 2 out and 1 aboard. Fastball in there for a strike. 1-0. Oh, 1, pardon.
Interesting fact, Santos Ocampo is listed on the roster as an infielder slash pitcher, but has not made an appearance on the season as a pitcher. He's also playing left field today, so. Nice block there by the freshman Hecht.
1-1. Usually you see the Jumbos take off there.
Yeah, it was a nice block, though, by Hecht, so I guess McLaughlin coming into the game didn't really want to test him. We'll see if that happens later in the at-bat. I believe this is either Garcia's 8th or 9th batter faced already. He's been on, feels like he's been on for quite a while.
He's been pitching pretty well.
Yeah, his line so far is 1 2/3 innings pitched, has given up 2 hits, 1 run, it wasn't earned, 1 walk. So.
See, 1 run, giving up 1 run in 1 inning seems like, you know, not awful but not great. But in this game,
yeah,
it's pretty something to write home about.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't even earned either, so not entirely
The
his
boat.
fault. That was the error by the first baseman. Yeah.
Good eye.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
So
walk.
Casey's aboard.
Second walk issued by Garcia. Shackelford on to improve his averages.
So Shaq's up. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the 6th here. Jumbo's holding a nice 16-3 lead over the Colby Mules.
Shackelford 1 for 4 today.
And he rips that, but that's really high, and it's not going to go anywhere.
And the fielder coming on.
And a nice catch there.
Relatively quick inning for the Mules.
The first inning since the first inning that the Jumbos have not scored a run in this game.
Yeah, or I don't think they even had a. Oh, they had 1 hit. Yeah, at the end of 6, score is Jumbos 16, Mules 3. You're watching JumboCast.
On base, the Colby College Mules, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runners left on base. Scheduled to bat for Colby on the top of the 7th inning, Ryan Hecht, Jack Mangold, and Will Phillips. Defensive changes for the Jumbos as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The new right fielder staying in the game after pinch hitting is number 31, Mike McLaughlin. Leading off for Colby College in the top of the 7th inning, the catcher number 38, Ryan.
So R.J. Hall is still in the game here, starting his 7th inning of work. And starts off the top of the 7th here with the ball. 1-0.
Stats for R.J. Hall. He's had 6 innings of work, given up 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts, and he's on his, I believe, his 26th batter of the day. So overall, not a bad outing, especially considering the long wait times he's had between
Absolutely.
innings.
And there's a strike there to number 38, Ryan Hecht, the substitute catcher here. Yeah. That's 1-2 now, this count. And that's a strikeout right there.
Beautiful. What was that, a curveball?
He took something off that one, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely a breaking pitch, and it completely fooled Hecht, who is now 0 for 1 on the day.
And now up for Colby, number 28, Cam Drew. There have been a lot of substitutions last inning for Colby, both like within their players who are already active and bring on new players. So as we get lineup changes, we will inform you. But for now, it's Cam Drew who took a ball there. 1-0 with 1 out away here at the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, Cam Drew has not played all that much. Has appeared in 4 games. This is his 6th at bat of the season. He is 1 for 5.
And that's routine grounder to the shortstop. Easily handled with a great stretch there. 2 away now. Top of the 7th, and here steps in number 36 for the Mules,
Drew has nice flow coming
Will
out of the back
Phillips,
of
who
his
is
helmet.
now playing center field as opposed to right field.
He shifted over with the addition of Drew there. Mitchell 0 for 2 on the day. Oh, excuse me. Phillip is actually batting. He's 2 for 3.
With a 3-bagger, a run, and a single. Another strike there. 1-1's the count with 2 outs. I don't see anyone in the Bows bullpen. I don't know if they're going to stick someone in there to pitch the top of the 8th, assuming RJ gets through this inning. Which, barring
Looks
any
like
error,
he won't. That's going to be... Well, yeah, that's going to be an
a
error.
no-throw.
On,
That
on the
that
third
will be an
baseman.
error on the advance. I think they'll probably score it a hit to first.
Yeah, error on Tyler O'Hara there. First jumbo error of the day.
So he reached on a hit and advanced on the error there. I believe we're still waiting for the official scoring, but I believe that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And he does get charged with the hit and then reached on the error.
Now up is number 4, Andrew Russell. Has the second most at-bats on the team, which is impressive for his age. Has a 780 OPS on the season, 292 batting average. So, solid hitter all around.
Temperature's starting to drop here as time goes on. Huskins Field. And that's lined.
Yeah, they're not going to get to that.
The outfielders were playing very shallow. Good cut off there, just to allow 1 run. You have to start thinking that Jumbos want to think about getting someone up in the bullpen.
Yeah, looks like there's no one back there. It seems like head coach John Casey is just content to let him, try to finish up a lot of this game. Third baseman, number 11, Jack Mangold, is not batted yet in today's game. Is up. He is a freshman infielder. Has appeared in 8 games. Has 8 at bats. Hitting 250, 333, and 250 is his slash line on the season. So a lot of freshmen getting some playing time, which is what you want out of a crushing
And
loss
that's
like
crushed two to center field. A diving catch.
Depends
And
if they're
he
gonna score
caught
that.
it.
Yeah, they're calling it an out.
And that was a line out to center. What a nice play there to get RJ out of the inning.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not so sure he caught that, but it looked close enough that.
I believe he did actually catch that. It looked like a catch from my angle.
Well, either way, it is an out, and
We're ready to stretch here at Huskins Field. It's 16-4. Jumbos with a commanding lead.
Answer back. Let's go.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colby College, number 17, Alexander Weeder.
So a pitching change here for the Mules. Number 17 has checked into the game. That is number 17 is Alexander Weeder from Broxville, New York, the sophomore. And a substitution also for the Jumbos. Coming in to lead off the inning is number 23, Brian Day. He will be followed by number 34, Justin Mills. Okay, thank you. Correction. So there's been a jersey issue apparently. So who we announced as being Alexander Weeder is actually Cameron Garfield, the freshman from Wellesley, Mass. And Day is set to get ready here to start off the Jumbos half of the inning. First pitch of the day is outside, ball 1. That's taken for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Day swings, a little cut. It's going to go to foul ground. No one's going to get there. Lucky there with a little check swing hit.
Yeah, this is got no stats on Cameron Garfield because this is his first appearance of the year.
And that's got foul. Run out of territory there.
One, two, three.
The 1-2 pitch. That's skied into center field. Should be an issue though. It was not. Mills steps back in. He's having himself quite a day.
The center fielder, 34, Justin Mills.
Late call strike there. 0-1's the count.
Yeah, Mills 3 for 3 with 4 RBI on the day for someone with 15 at-bats to the season. So,
Well, safe to say he'll be getting a few more every now and then. Good eye. 3-1's the count. Mills trying to stay perfect on the day.
this is
Fouls
Mills' first season on the team, actually.
Fouls that back there.
Has no listed stats for freshman year. So,
Come on, Millie.
3-2 count. Garfield sets off as time is called.
And it looks like number 8, Ryan Dawes, will grab a bat and a hit for Elias. It's on the on-deck circle. The payoff pitch here, though, is driven up the middle, and that'll get through for a base knock. And Mills is just having himself a day.
4 for 4. Bringing his average up to 474 on the season. So, raising those stats. Ryan Dawes, freshman infielder, has 32 at-bats on the year. Is hitting .250 with a 692 OPS.
Short lead there for Mills. First pitch to Dawes. Outside and high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Two-0 pitch with one gone, man on first here. Gauze lays off, 3-0.
Ball's fastball inside. Garfield doesn't have the speediest velocity here, so.
Is this a design take here, or you're letting the man swing?
I think it's up to him, honestly. Looks like he decides to take as it's off the plate, down and away. Ball was outside.
And now stepping in, 24, Tommy O'Hara.
Tommy O'Hara, so you know, is hitting like a champ this season, 364 average. Has a 1.103 OPS. By far and away the best hitter on this club.
Takes ball one there, one out, 1-0 this count. Runners on first and second. And the bottom of the seventh here.
Today he's 2 for 5 with 2 RBI.
And that's fouled straight back, 1-1.
Certainly Garfield's, I guess you could say, shown the best command out of any hurler the Mules have put out today.
A little high, 2-1.
1-2-4.
O'Hara looking for his 3rd hit of the day.
Runners on first and second, 2-1 count, and the catcher will decide to have a word with this pitcher. Keep us out in the cold a little longer.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten a bit chilly here. And we're approaching the 3-hour mark of today's game, bottom of the 7th. But you'll get that when 20 total runs are scored.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right
2-1. It's the count.
51 degrees.
It's the chilliest 51 degrees I've ever felt as that one's outside for ball 3.
You know, wind chill is gets it down to 50. So, yeah, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Not being up here, at least in the press box.
Yeah. Nice pitch there, down the zone.
Full count here.
O'Hara not able to locate that pitch.
Full count, 1 out. Runners on first and second.
Not huge leads here, understandable given the score and outs and such.
And that's ripped. That gets through, and that'll score a run.
Yeah, it looks like Dawes is going to hold up there. Actually, no, he's going to advance. He stopped, looked back, and then started running.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't look at his his third base coach and looked back. Seems like a little inexperience there.
Yeah, might have been able to score, too.
Mm-hmm.
But can't complain, 17-4 Jumbos. You're saying tied for the second highest scoring output of the season.
So runners on third and first with 1 out, and Saraga's back up. Remember, he replaced the DH an inning or 2 ago.
Well, this win is gonna move.
As that skied into the parking lot.
Not gonna hit a car?
Didn't hear anything.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it. Now, you said you've been personally affected by a foul ball. Did it do that much damage to your car? Or?
Well, I did it to my own car. Broke the windshield.
You did it to your own car?
Uh-huh.
How did that happen?
I was batting in my parents' car.
Did it break a windshield?
It did break the windshield.
That's a shame. Yeah, no, we hate to see that. How often would you say a car gets damaged in the course of a season? Like 10, 12? Or is that too high?
You know, I don't know. It's hard to say, I would say. A lot of balls go in there, probably like 4 a game, but do they actually hit cars? We don't know. I'm sure there's a sign somewhere that says you're not liable if you park here.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
So the 1-2 pitch on its way. Outside, 2-2.
Saraga 0 for 1 on the day.
The 2-2 pitch on its way and ripped into center field. Center fielder under it here, and that will be a tag and a run.
18-4 Jumbos. All right, now that's the second highest scoring output of the season. Only stopping short of the Keene State game last week.
And there was a 22-0 win as well.
Really?
At some point. That 22-0. So I'm not imagining it.
Oh no, there was a 19-3 win. Okay, so it's the
19-3.
third highest output of the season against Mass Maritime back in March.
One and one's the count. 2 outs here. Runner on first.
I think we can do a trip around the NESCAC right now. Top of the East Division is Trinity at a 7-2 conference record.
As that's skied straight up in the air.
That's hopefully going to end the inning, and it does. Jumbos grab 2 runs in the inning as it's 18-4 Tufts.
For the Jumbos in the bottom of the 7th inning, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Colby errors. There was 1 runner left on base. Standing back for Colby at the top of the 8th inning, William Westman. Andrew Stirrup and Tyler Mulberry. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a final score for the NESCAC this action. Hartford, Connecticut this afternoon. Base defeated Trinity by a score of 8-7. Defensive changes for the Jumbos as we head to the top of the 8th inning, staying in the game after pinch hitting. Now playing at second base, number 8, Ryan Dawes. Also staying in the game after pinch hitting, and now behind the plate, number 23, Ryan Day.
And we're back. Top of the 8th inning, R.J. Hall still on the bump for the Tufts Jumbos.
And that's a first ball to number 34, William Westman.
Mind you of his stats, through 7 innings of work, R.J. Hall has given up 7 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, and 4 Ks.
And that's a ripper. She's going to stay in the park, it appears. Center fielder under it. No problem there. 1 out.
Yeah, you can see Mills back there doing work both on offense and defense.
If you want to chill in there, is what I'm saying. Really cool. So, with 1 out, number 29, the first baseman for the Mules will step in. That is Andrew Stirrup. Came in a few innings ago. Takes ball 1 as it bounces to the plate. And the Jumbos still, like, no matter how many runs they score, their hit totals still are under their runs. And that just shows you the command issues. And a nice play there, but no chance. But a nice diving stop.
That was some great unintentional teamwork there by Falkson and Dawes. I think that was the nice dive by Falkson, tipping the ball to Dawes, but unfortunately R.J. Hall wasn't able to get over to first fast enough, and it's going to be a hit.
So now at bat, it's going to be number 12, Tyler Mulberry. The runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
Mulberry with a 391 OPS on the season, hitting 133 in 45 at bats. So not having a great time swinging the bat out here.
But takes one high. 1-0.
First pitch ball will always help. At this point, it's just about getting your at bats and making sure you're ready for tomorrow, because today is long gone.
I don't know. So the Braves were playing the Chicago Cubs about a week ago, and they were up by eight or 9 runs in the 8th inning, and the Cubs came back to win 14-10. So no lead in baseball is safe enough. So
I mean, I think that's just the thing with Atlanta sports. I don't know if that's
interesting. That's why we're number 2 in the East.
Yeah. See, New England's good at clawing back from leads, not blowing them. Except, remember the Boston Bruins blew a 3-0 lead in the Stanley Cup playoffs a couple years ago, the Flyers.
First strike at the at-bat, 3-1 with 1 out and a runner on first.
Besides the 86 World Series, I can't think of much more Boston choking, but just young and also very tired.
That's skied. Shouldn't be a problem for the center fielder at all. 2 down. And N will step. I believe that's going to be number 20. I am correct. Number 20, Matt Mitchell, third baseman. Oh, excuse me. He has switched out to left field, as announced.
Yeah. Junior infielder is hitting, actually on the day, is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And on the season, he's hitting just above 400 OPS-wise, or actually 600, excuse me. That was having to do some mental math. First pitch was a ball. Let's see if RJ can fire back here.
And just bullets one right past him. 1-1's the count.
Even after 8 innings, the velocity's down a little, but not really to a noticeable degree. He's still slinging it in here, and that's what you really want from the ace of your staff.
Absolutely, and I don't know how he's feeling right now, but he looks like he could go the rest of this game. I mean, it's only 4 more outs.
Purple train passing the field.
Little commuter rail action.
Yeah. What is that rail actually for? I don't know what that's for.
So the commuter rail's for commuting. No, I'm just kidding. As that's popped straight up. Similar play to one before. That just drops between the outfielders and the third baseman there. But that basically takes people to right outside of Boston. So it'll go about an hour away. And it'll kind of just people taking it to work, whatever. And then the Amtrak also runs along this line, the Downeaster.
Yeah.
It'll go all the way up to, I want to say Brunswick, Maine. Two pitch here coming. 2 outs, man on first. And that's line to left, but right at someone. And not an issue there.
Yeah, it's Ocampo.
As RJ pitches another almost flawless inning. He's only given up 7 hits in as many innings, actually in 8 innings, and 4 runs. Jumbos will come up at the bottom of the 8th, and we'll see you right after the short break.
After 7.5, it's Jumbos 18, Mules 4. right, welcome back. It's the bottom of the 8th. There we have I believe this is the 7th pitcher for, no, actually this is the 8th pitcher for the Colby Mules. This is number 28. Yeah, number 28, Cam Drew, does not have any pitching appearances on the year. He actually was the right fielder for a couple innings, has come in now to pitch. And number 39, I believe Chris Romano, freshman infielder, has come out to play right field. And number 31, Mike McLaughlin, the right fielder, is up to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day.
First pitch ball to Laughlin there. Cam Drew is now on pitching for the Mules. As that's ripped, and that'll get down for a single.
McLaughlin's 2 for 2, same place he singled last in the, not last inning, in the 6th inning actually. Single to right field, and there's a single to right field off the new pitcher Drew, who is usually not a pitcher. So,
and it's awesome to see number 35 Harrison O'Brien get on the on-deck circle. This will be his first career at bat on varsity. His dad was a legend here. He played 3 sports, hockey, baseball, and I'm pulling a blank on the other one. But great guy, so it's great to see him get in the game here. He just got called up from JV, so we'll see what he can do coming up on deck. But for the time being, it's going to be number 4, Casey at the plate. He took a first pitch ball.
2 for 2 on the day.
And another ball, 2-0 with a runner at first. See if he can get some runners in scoring position for Harrison. See if Harrison can knock a few of them in.
Up 2-0 in the count. He's got that great eye, so let's see if he's going to challenge Cam, who's never pitched before in a varsity game, as far as we know. Actually being a sophomore, he may have pitched last year.
The 2-0 pitch is outside, 3-0.
We'll see if Casey has the green light here.
And he was starting to walk towards the bag there and got a call to strike.
Yeah, hit him on the upper outside corner. Righty on righty matchup here.
3-1 pitch here.
So I was saying before, Drew has some nice hair. And unfortunately, that does not help him find the strike zone as he walks the batter.
And so runners at first and second with nobody out. And it will be Harrison O'Brien who comes to the plate.
Getting a nice hand from his teammates. Now, do you know if he played as a freshman on the varsity club, or was he also on club for last year?
Well, he was a member of the JV team.
Okay.
He got called up, so this is his first career at bat.
All right.
Took a first pitch strike. Gets a little cut at that.
See if this will be a double play.
And he was safe at the bag, and that's an error, so he'll run to second. And a run will score. Slides in the second. The ump lost his hat there.
Yeah.
But it's another jumbo run nonetheless. So 4 to 19.
19. And the Jumbos have scored in 6 of the 8 innings they've played now. This one was an absolute laugher by the beginning innings. So, been a long one too. Past the 3-hour mark and continuing to go. At number 23, the catcher, Ryan Day.
And that might get through, and that's going to score O'Brien. It's going to be O'Brien's first career run. And the 20th jumbo run of today.
And that's got to feel good. First time you're playing in a varsity game and you cross the plate. A lot of jumbos have had a lot of excitement today, as it's 20-4. And now I can safely and reliably say this is the second highest scoring output of the jumbo season.
That's a foul ball back towards the jumbo's dugout. 0-1 the count, and the wind you can see across the clay. The wind's starting to pick some of the clay up.
Yeah. Also see you're getting a little cold here too.
It's getting a little chilly.
Yeah.
The sun feels good, but it's not going to be around for too much longer, as that one was up and in. Fastball. And that one's skied.
Should be, I think it's called by the shortstop, and he makes the catch, Tyler Mulber. Jumbos are going to have one more out to work with in this game.
Presumably.
Well, unless I don't know, unless every single force in the universe all converges on this game and we have a 16 run comeback. Yeah, this is going to be the last out for the Jumbos. Ryan Dawes, freshman at the plate, takes first pitch ball.
And that's ripped, and that might get out of here. And it's
It's out! My goodness, Ryan Dawes, the freshman, going yard.
That is 22-4.
Don't think those runs are earned, but, you know, whenever you hit a home run, it's always a lot of fun. Did not mean to rhyme that, actually. Yeah, well, that is his first career home run, so congratulations to Ryan Dawes on that milestone. 22-4 is the score. And would you believe it, Tyler O'Hara is still in this game.
I would if it were any other game.
Or Tommy, excuse me, that's my bad.
Tommy fouls that back, pretty far back there, but the wrong direction, so we'll count for anything. Oh, one's the count with 2 outs and the base is clear thanks to that home run. And that one's fouled straight back again. Tommy 0-2 count.
CDC says that romaine lettuce is no longer safe to eat.
It's been recalled. I saw that.
Yeah, it's a shame. Big fan of romaine lettuce. You can see where this game is has basically gone to. Started talking about lettuce.
And that's skied high. And he needs to know just to hit, I think I should go down and tell him you're supposed to hit the ball forward, you know, not out of the lines. I'm just kidding. Very accomplished hitter. He's actually doing a great job of just fouling these pitches off and staying alive here.
Yeah, 3 for 6 on the day.
Tommy O'Hara's been playing some great baseball. Good eye there.
Close, but not going to get the call. Ooh, very.
And I think
Actually, no, they called it.
I think the ump is trying to maybe get home a little quickly.
I mean, I do not blame him one bit. All right, after 8 full, we go to the top of the ninth for what we hopefully will be the last bit of baseball we play here today. It's been a long one. We'll see you at the beginning as R.J. Hill will come on to try to pitch a complete baseball game.
Defensive changes for the Jumbos as we head to the ninth inning. Staying in the game after pinch hitting and now playing at second base, number 35, Harrison O'Brien, moving from second base to shortstop. Number 8, Ryan Dawes.
Come on, RJ. Hey, Dick, what you say, baby?
All right, top of the ninth, Francis. 3 more outs, and then this crowd and us can go back home and enjoy our Friday nights.
R.J. Hall going for the complete game.
That's going to drop for a base hit. Let's see who's in now. That's going to be Ryan Hecht. He is now 1 for 2 on the day. He was 0 for 1 before that. And going to get a little bit of National League action in here as Cam Drew is going to bat for himself.
There we go. And a beautiful pitch there, strike one.
You know, while we have a pitcher batting, what's your opinion on that in the major leagues? Are you a big fan of the National League rules?
I like the National League more than the American League, to be honest with you. It just keeps the game. It makes you play the whole game. You know, infielders and outfielders and catchers, they have to work on their hitting and they have to work on their fielding and just as many skills. You get paid to do both, and so I think you should, as a pitcher, at least at the very least, know how to get down and sacrifice bunt. But pitchers these days, and I don't know if it was Matt Harvey for the Mets. It's one of the Mets pitchers. They're batting like 300 something, and I know it's early in the season, probably only 3 starts in, but you know, a couple of bats here and there, and you're getting on in a third of them. You know, you're doing pretty well.
And got some bullpen actually, or bullpen action actually.
As that Sky, that's probably going to help him out a little bit.
Right fielder coming on, misses the ball. That's number 31, McLaughlin. Luckily, only an advance to second by Heck there.
He got a bad jump on it. He started running backwards, and it was really forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, we got someone in the pen. Try to figure out who that is for you.
Tough break for RJ there. Safe to say RJ won't be pitching tomorrow. They're going 8 innings so far.
8+, yeah. Will Phillip, 3 for 4 today.
Big pitch right here for RJ. And that's lined, but caught. Nice play for the first out. So 8 1/3 for RJ.
Yeah, it's a lefty warming in the pen right now.
I don't think it really matters. You don't really care at this point about the lefty-lefty or the righty-righty matchup.
Yeah.
You just want
outs.
You just want outs. Rest your pitchers. Rest your batters.
Yeah.
Get ready to play a doubleheader tomorrow.
Be great if
that's outside.
If RJ could finish this one up himself.
complete game.
Yeah, be able to rest the bullpen for an entire doubleheader. That's a great advantage coming in,
Absolutely.
especially against an already run-challenged team like Colby.
That's a ball. If you're going to stay in this game, RJ, you're going to have to throw strikes.
Yeah, figured out who it is in the bullpen. It's Andrew Wood, freshman pitcher. He's pitched 4 2/3 this year, 7.71 ERA. And we'll see
That was a strike right there. 2-1's the count.
if the first year gets the call. Andrew Russell is 2 for 4 today. Top of the order has been producing.
And that's fouled off. And it's continuing to drop here. RJ could really use a strike right here.
Yeah.
Instead, gives up a single to left field, which will score a run.
Hecht is gonna done some nice running for a catcher. Got some wheels. There was a foul ball there that he ran all the way to third, even though he knew it was foul. So he's clearly getting the legs warm on this this chilly evening right now. And it is 22-5. 5 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors for the Mules. 22 runs on 19 hits and 1 error for the Jumbos.
That was a strike.
Jack Mangold is up. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Two outs away from an RJ complete game.
And
But he's starting to struggle a little bit here, but I think the runner should
score. 22-6.
A little comeback here.
And
And that'll be the end of the line for RJ.
But all in all, pretty good pitching
Well,
performance.
the call
for RJ.
hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's being made.
And that's the end of his line.
8 1/3 innings. Gave up 6 runs, but you know what? The important thing is that he did his job today, which was save the bullpen and get outs. So
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna have the freshman pitcher on. This is his this is his 5th appearance of the year. As you're saying, he has pitched 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 8 hits, 7 runs, 4 of them earned. Has 6 walks and 5 strikeouts. So a little bit of everything. Looks like it's finishing up his warm-up pitches. This game is readily approaching the 3-hour and 30-minute mark, so bit of a marathon here at Huskins Field. Jumbos with just 2 more outs to get, and we're all hoping that that Andrew Wood can be the person to get those outs.
First pitch way outside. 1-0 with one out here in the top of the ninth at Huskins Field. Jumbos have a hefty lead, 22-6. Just looking to finish off the game is Alex Wood. Alex Wood is a pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. I call those games too sometimes, you know. I do both. I dabble. It's my side job. This is my primary job. That's my side job. One pitch here. Fouled straight back. 1-2.
Now, he'd love just put this ball down in the zone and do some, ground ball contact.
See if he can't get a double play ball here and get us all home.
And
that's not going to do the trick.
Up in the zone. Maybe trying to get him to chase for the strikeout. 2-2 count. We'll see if he goes to that fastball or maybe gives him an off speed a little low. Time is called. Played is Chris Romano. And he is going to induce a ground ball on to second, third, safe at first. And the second and first.
As the Downeaster is heading back up to Maine.
And men on the corners now. 29, Andrew Sterham.
As he steps into the batter's box.
Yeah. He is 2 for 2 today as we have a meeting on the mound.
2 outs. Runner at first and third. 22-6 still. Not the closest game I've ever called.
No. Jumbo's up 22-6. 22 runs, 19 hits, 1 error. 6 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Mules. And that is a first pitch ball. Outfield kind of shallow.
That bounces to the plate.
That's going to be a 2-0 count. Now, the interesting thing about baseball is that, unlike a lot of different sports, there's no real way to grind out the clock and just make a game end. Like in basketball and hockey, you got to get all 27 outs. And they're all worth the same.
And that's another run right there.
That's going to be a pass ball. Andrew Russell's going to score. And I believe that's, couldn't see who that was who advanced to second. Is that Mangold?
It's hard to keep up with at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Mangold at second. So 7 runs now for...
after a 3-run top of the ninth.
Yeah.
And just throw a strike. Just get the ball across the plate. Let them put it into play. And let's just wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's going to be a walk issued by Andrew Wood. R.J. Hall responsible for the man at second right now. That ball's in the dirt. Right now, he's given up 6 earned, 7 total. R.J. Hall, Andrew Wood at the plate. or at the mound, excuse me.
There's a pitch from Wood. A little wide, 2-0.
Mulberry is 0 for 2 on the day. Both dugouts on their feet. On their feet, excuse me.
That's a strike there, 2-1.
Temperatures continuing to drop as we approach the 3.5 hour mark.
2-1 pitch from Wood.
Size will lead by Mangold.
That's a strike. 2-2.
Umpire expanding the zone a little bit, but you know, in this type of game, who can blame him?
2-2 pitch, down to their final strike.
And that's in the dirt.
That won't be called a strike. That would be a little too generous. And with a full count of 2 outs, runners will be taken off. But
now at this point, Wood just needs to throw something moderately near the zone.
just get the ball across the plate. That's all that we all ask.
And the umpire will probably grant him the benefit of the doubt. Or there will be contact. So